Hello, and we are here to talk about the big event in the TV world. That's right, we're here to talk about the Baftas TV 2026.
British television world of British television. That is television.
Is that what BAFTA stands for?
It is. It's quite a lengthy title, but they like to just shorten it to BAFTA.
British Academy
of Film and Television Arts.
and Television Arts. I knew that. I did. What does TV stand for?
Television.
Television, right.
Yes.
What's the XB for? BBBBBQ.
It's for BBBB. Oh, we started off already going off tangent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, the BAFTAs, we sadly had our invite lost in the post, so we weren't able to go to London, but it was a benefit for all of us.
Who wants to go to London?
One, who wants to go to London? It's the most dangerous city in the world. Donald Trump told me so.
You can't step foot in it.
You can't go outside the house without having something stolen from you.
Seth Rogen had a lovely time though, so maybe it's not true.
Seth Rogen learned that the British humour is quite base and that all we laugh about is people farting on reality television, which I enjoyed every moment of.
You know what? Celia Emery, whatever her name is, Celia.
Yeah.
I felt there's a few fart jokes. Obviously, Traitors was the show of the year, the show of the night.
But it's one they talked about because it was probably, of all the things they were talking about tonight, is the one that
Everyone's
everyone
watched
can
it.
refer to. So they did refer to it a lot during the show.
When she was doing an award, they did a joke about her farts. They did the intro monologue joke about the fart, and it's like, okay, she's accepting it. It keeps coming up. Alan did it twice, talked about the farts.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, there's a fart. And then Seth Rogen, the only thing he now knows about this classic actress.
Classically trained actress, queen
she
of
farted
comedy,
once.
Victoria Wood. Yeah, that's what he said as well, wasn't it? He said I want to learn about this actress, but all I know is that she farted.
You know
on a
what?
reality
I want
show.
him to give her one episode role in the studio.
I'd like that.
I feel like she'd suit the studio.
she would suit the show,
and she could show the world what she can do apart from fart. So, yeah, poor Celia.
Talking the studio,
Put a name on the map though, didn't
if
it?
we're starting off everything right now. Oh, and well, actually, before we start talking about that, did you feel like the ceremony felt up at the end of it? Like normally at the end of an award ceremony, you feel a bit uplifted. That's the point of award ceremony, isn't it? It's meant for like television and actors and production to pat themselves on the back, congratulate themselves.
We did a good job.
Good jobs. But as the viewer of an award ceremony, you're meant to feel a bit uplifted. You're meant to feel good about like the state of the world. Like, you know, everything's going to pot. But you know what? Adolescence won best TV show, so that's fine. We're happy. We're proud of that, you know. But at the end of this, I felt a bit flat.
There was a big theme of every single speech. It's like they'd all been told you have to say this in every single speech. Every speech was like, this is what we need right now. And you can watch this as a multi-generational family on classic TV, not streaming. And it's like, okay, why is every single person saying this?
It's like, you can really watch this show as a family on television. And it was like, yeah, okay, we get it. Young people aren't watching television anymore. They're streaming, they're watching YouTube, they're on the TikTok. You know, we get it. Young people need to be encouraged. But then it's funny the way the world's turned around, isn't it? Because when I was younger, it was considered that younger people watch too much television and that they're like the MTV generation and it's too, they're too quick and too snappy. And now kids now they've realised that actually television's not that bad compared to Facebook or the TikTok.
Regulated.
It's absolutely it's more regulated.
I also found like the opening monologue of Greg Davis was presenting, and everyone seemed to just not. I don't know. Does people not like? I thought Greg Davis was really well liked in the industry, but everyone was miserable the whole time. Every time he did a joke or a speech or anything, they cut to the crowd and everyone just looked miserable.
Not just his monologue though; it was also the musical performances. Like they kept, and I kept saying to you, I said, like, why are they showing shots of the audience? Because they're just literally sat there like this.
Why are they so miserable?
Especially
Tom, whatever his name is. He looked really miserable. The guy who played Loki. What's his name? Tom. Blah blah blah.
No, Tom blah blah.
No, what's his name?
We're so
Tom
into the industry. H from Steps.
No,
Tom H from Steps. Yeah, that's the guy.
Hiddleston. He looked miserable in the audience. Really miserable. He didn't crack a smile. No.
Why was he there? Was he nominated for anything?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Are you sure you weren't mistaking him for?
No, it was definitely him.
Okay.
He was miserable, and so was Judge Rinder. By the way, lots of people screen grabbed him when that documentary about Gaza, the one that BBC refused to air, won an award. Like Judge Rinder looks really angry while everyone's clapping and smiling around him. It's really weird. Yeah. That's the freeze frame of the night, that one.
That's
new
the
meme.
That's
new
the meme.
Unlocked.
Oh, by the way, talking of memes, look, Claudia Winkleman, because of course, Celebrity Traitors won Best Reality. Talking in the category of best reality, I was like, is that the best four? Really? Surely there was other shows. There's The Neighbourhood on ITV. You know what I mean? There are other reality shows I could think of which were not I mean,
Yeah.
you know, Virgin Island on Channel 4.
I know. That's
really
not even
the
a
best
reality
four?
show. What is reality? What is a reality show nowadays?
The lines are blurred now, isn't it?
They
What is
are.
reality television? But for me, there's
So
reality.
I wouldn't say Celebrity Traitors is reality. 'Cause
Well, it's reality competition. So this is, again, so is it
They should
reality
be
or reality
separate.
competition? I think they should be two separate things because obviously Bulldoze, Celebrity Traitors was going to win. I think if it didn't win, there would have been a riot on the street, more riots on the streets of London because London's a very unsafe place. Nigel Farage told me so. And Celebrity Traitors, like when they went up and claimed their reward, like their dogs, get patted on the head and get a treat. Chloe Wiggum said, I see your memes. We see the stuff that you do out there, fans, and we see you. And you know what? That was the first time I ever felt so validated.
Did you look her in the eyes, did you?
I did. I felt so validated. I thought, thanks for listening to our podcast, our Traitors podcast.
Yeah, we're there from series 1.
We were there from series 1.
Take that, Ed Gamble. Yeah, I mean, the Celebrity Traitors won. I feel a bit sorry for the traitors. It's like, why are they being ignored? Not fair.
I know. I think, again, it is a case of you couldn't put both of them in reality. Although you should really put both of them because, like I said, I don't think there was any place for, like, the jury murder trial. What, the best
I
reality?
know. I never even heard of that.
Because Channel 4...
When it came up, I thought that was that one from Netflix. From Amazon, the jury.
Oh,
I was like,
the hidden camera when one of them doesn't
but it's
know.
not that.
No. See, Channel 4 don't even put this down as a reality show. They put it down as a factual documentary. So why is it under reality? You know what I mean? It's like
I suppose there was a good 15 years when reality was kind of dead. So they must have merged like all these different, like Bake Off probably was under it at one point because there wasn't really reality shows kind of died, didn't they, for a bit after Big Brother and that.
Well, I think reality seen is kind of like a lower form of television. But actually, we've seen that when done well, like the Traitors,
You can fart.
and that's
It's not low formal.
That's highbrow for us. Like I say, Seth Rogen was impressed by our highbrow humour in the UK, but it's just, I don't know. I found it a little bit like wanting, a bit punching. It was like punching for like there was nothing there like for reality.
No.
And there must have been other better reality shows, even like better documentary realities.
Like, why is Last One Laughing not reality show?
Exactly. Why
Unless
wasn't
it's
that not put under
maybe
there?
that's more scripted than we've led to believe. Maybe.
Yeah, but didn't The Only Way Is Essex used to go under reality and that is Only Way
That's
Is Essex,
true.
or
That's constructed
Making
reality.
Chelsea or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I mean. It's like, I don't know. But
Who cares? The big winner though,
big winner.
Adolescence.
Adolescence won
everything.
lots. Yeah, well, everything they were nominated for. They didn't win Best Comedy, thankfully, because that would have been an insult to the four.
Limited drama, leading actor, supporting actor, supporting actress.
Yes.
It was all going on. So yeah, all of them. Although I'm sad that the social worker woman didn't win, who was also in 1,000 Blows. But
Yeah,
the
I
wife
love her.
won. So, you can only get so much.
It must have hurt that she got nominated twice, leading actor and leading actress, and she didn't win in either of them. But like I said, I thought she was a wonderful actress. Amy Lou Wood as well. I love Amy Lou Wood. Watching her there, when her name got mentioned, she was like a fangirling, wasn't she? She was just sat there going, "It's me."
Also, she
Me?"
was like one of the most supportive ones in the audience. She was up, standing, clapping, crying for everyone. It's like no one else around that miserable room. Tom Hiddleston wasn't clapping or smiling. So yeah, I like
They
her.
were proper
Good for
miserable.
her.
I'm sorry to go back to the point, but they were a miserable.
There was
audience.
a vibe, especially during the
Real
monologue, the
vibe.
opening monologue. It's like no one wanted. It was like they were stuck in a hot, stuffy room and they wanted to leave. It's like, well, if you want to leave, leave.
Well, Mary Berry, when she was getting her, what's it called? The
Special recognition.
the Fellowship Award. I mean, like Mel and Sue on stage giving their like speech about how much they love Mary Berry and why she deserves the award. And literally halfway through their speech, Mary Berry had enough, and she was just getting up and walking on stage. It's like, Mary Berry was like, "Oh, shut up! I've had enough now." And I was, I felt like that was the vibe of the whole audience. Like they were all like,
I know,
ready
it's
to
really
go.
weird. I
And
don't
even
know.
Craig David, imagine Craig Davies said, all right, guys, don't worry. There's only one more to go. And the crowd cheered. It was a weird vibe.
Miserable.
In that audience. Yeah.
And I think he's such a good presenter, Greg. It's like that he deserved more of a reaction. But yeah, Adolescence won loads.
Yeah.
I'm getting a bit of Adolescence fatigue now. It feels like it's been in like 3 years worth of award ceremonies somehow, even though it hasn't.
The problem
But
is
it's
with
like,
shows, when a big show is out and it gets so much recognition and it's so popular as well, and it's universally liked by both critics and the public, it almost bulldozes everything, doesn't it? Because it did the same in the Golden Globes, it did the same with the Emmys in America.
Yeah.
It got so many awards, and it's on a multinational streaming service, Netflix. It's not like it's on the BBC, so it's like a hidden gem in the UK that some people in the Americans critics have seen. It like everyone got to see it, and so you get that now. And next year you might still get a bit of a hangover from it. There might be some nomination because they say, "Oh, it just sneaks
special
into
recognition."
Yeah, exactly.
I also feel a bit bad for Owen Cooper, the boy. Because like he has won so many awards from this one role.
Oh, poor him.
No, but like career wise, like he's gonna have to really.
You think he'll be typecast now?
Not typecast, but he's gonna have to pick his next role smartly.
Carefully.
It's like because you have so much weight on this now because he's won what Grammys.
He's won a Golden Globe,
Golden
an Emmy,
Globes.
and not a Grammy.
No, not a Grammy.
He's not released an album from this.
Emmy. That's what I meant to say.
Imagine the Adolescence album coming soon.
He's getting EGOT soon. He needs to do. I don't know. He needs to do his next role. He needs to be careful what he's going to pick. Like either do something completely different, like star in a comedy or something, or I don't know. But
Male. I don't know if this is a sexist thing, but do you find that a lot of male young actors tend to do quite well breaking out of their typecast child role? Like there was the guy who was in. He's now in Half Man. He played Jamie in
Billy Elliot.
He was able to come out of that child role. There's Harry Potter.
Daniel Radcliffe.
He was able to get out of his childlike role. So I feel like he's going to be okay. I see he was in Wuthering Heights, so he played a young Heathcliff. Yeah, so that's always a good start.
That's different.
That's a good start.
And his next is in a film, Cry to Heaven. Like, he's not been particularly booked as well, so maybe he is being picky with what he's doing.
He's like Rylan when he left Big Brother.
Yeah, maybe.
He's deliberately picking the good gigs rather than the bad ones, just to keep him in the eye of the media. We were looking through all the nominations and all the different categories, and we were kind of looking at all the different shows and all the different coverages, and we were both agreed that ITV should start
closing down.
Yeah, should start having a bit of a head
More
wobble.
loose women episodes, I think.
I mean, the only category, you joke, but the only category where ITV have literally been the heavy-ended of the nominations is the daytime category.
And they didn't win it.
And they didn't win it.
No.
Scam Interceptors won.
I mean, when Scam Interceptors wins,
yes,
there's trouble with daytime TV. Obviously, there's loads of budget cuts recently, but like, they need to do something with that because maybe these stupid politic phone-in shows aren't as popular as we think.
I mean, Channel 5 never gets nominated for Best Daytime, and I think there's a good
Best news
reason
coverage.
for it.
ITV, they won one thing. They won Best Drama Series.
Which is a big accolade.
Yeah, Code of Silence. But a lot of, actually, for people, we watch a lot of TV. We haven't seen any of these 4 drama series, which is weird. I don't understand how we missed all 4 of them.
You watched
I watched episode
Blows.
1 of Thousand Blows.
Yes, when I was sick.
Very sexy.
I was very sick. So you were getting off while I was getting sick. Thanks for that. I said to Ben when the clip came up, I said, I remember you watching this because I was on the sofa under a cover with temperature, and ahhing, falling in and out of sleep, and all I could hear is people shouting at one another on the TV.
Yeah, Stephen Thingy's in that too, from Adolescence. Stephen Graham. He's been very busy.
He's an excellent actor, and he deserved to win leading actor. And the fact he went up on stage and said, I've been nominated for this 7 times, and this is the first time I've won it, was brilliant. And what I love about him also is the fact that he doesn't take his craft seriously. Like, he didn't go up there and kind of start sitting there going, I'd like to thank all their producers in the past. You know what I mean? It wasn't very serious. He clearly has a good time making television.
He said a Beatles lyric though, which also the kid said. And it's like, well, why are you both? Something's been said on set at some point 2 years ago.
Make it light.
About the Beatles, and they've both taken it and both used it in their thing. Although looking at Code of Silence, I may need to watch it. Rose Ayling-Ellis is in it, who I like. Sexy Kieran Moore is in it from Boots.
Brilliant.
Love him. And Charlotte Ritchie's in it, and I love her.
Is she the daughter of Shane Ritchie?
No, she was in that really good
Called the Midwife.
No, Feel Good. She was in Feel Good. She played with remember Feel Good, the lesbian show.
She's in Ghosts.
Yeah, she won from Ghosts and Taskmaster. I love her.
Yeah. She's amazing. She's really good.
So maybe I should watch it. Code of Silence.
Okay, well, we'll pop it on.
It's been renewed for series 2.
We'll pop it on ITVX later, the streaming service that has the silliest name. What
about comedy?
What about comedy?
Because this was tough. Best actor in a comedy. We had Steve Coogan. We had the main guy from Here We Go, Jim Warwick.
Yeah.
We had Big Boys. Am I Being Unreasonable? Juice, Changing Ends.
I know, strong.
Go from drama,
Very
which we've
strong.
seen none of the dramas. We've seen all of these.
Very strong. I know, that's what we watch, comedy and reality, isn't it? We might as well just start the BAFTAs for comedy and
I feel
reality.
bad for Big Boys. It didn't win any of its things, and they were in such difficult categories every time. They were up against such good things.
It's been a strong year for British television. But and also don't forget, they did another BAFTAs. They did the technical BAFTAs or something, when there's like awards for best music, best choreography.
All the talent that no one cares about.
Yeah, and they don't televise because it's only the big stars you see on the screen that you care about, apparently. I would happily watch 2 hours of that with some comedian trying to make the people laugh. But so they won a few awards on that. But yeah, no, sadly they didn't. Steve Coogan, right? So look, I'm not taking anything away from Steve Coogan.
Best actor, he won.
For best comedy actor, as his portrayal of Alan Partridge, obviously in the show. He's had that character for 30 years. I remember buying the double video set from town when I caught the bus, the number 32, and it was Knowing Me, Knowing You, the original, the very first thing. I think he did radio before that, but the first televised thing for Steve Coogan as his character of Alan Partridge, and it was brilliant and it was really funny, and Alan Partridge is still funny, and in Steve Coogan said, I was with the new writers I have, I was able to reinvent him, and it's hit the track running. And don't get me wrong, I do find the character of Alan Partridge funny. I still laugh out loud.
The newest series
moments.
wasn't received as well, was it?
No, but the daytime one he did
the one
recently,
before,
that was very, very well received. And so I feel like we've seen that character before. He's probably won awards before for the character. Should this not have gone to maybe a new, younger talent? And that's not taking anything away from Steve Coogan, because I really do love Steve Coogan. I really do love the character of Alan Partridge. But I just feel like it could have gone to... It for me, maybe it kind of showed the age of maybe who was deciding who the best comedy actor was. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because Lenny Rush from Am I Being Unreasonable? He's really good.
Yeah.
And he's nominated in there. I don't know if the guy from Big Boys should have won actor in a comedy. I don't know. That's difficult. Actor in a comedy. His role wasn't funny in that in Big Boys. But he is a really good actor.
But Oliver Saville, that's a comedy through and through series, Changing Ends.
Yeah,
and he totally deserved it.
And he needs to get that award because he can't play Alan Carr for much longer. Because when he was on stage next to him, it was like Butch Alan Carr. Yeah. So what's going on here?
I agree with you about Big Boys, though. It's a very weird one because it was a comedy, but it was also quite a hard, at times, hard drama as well. Quite a dark, I would maybe say dark comedy series.
Yeah. But maybe the guy who's the main character in Big Boys, the guy from Derry Girls, he was funny in it. Like, best comedy actor I can see. But yeah, John Pointing, who is really good, but not comedy actor good, if you know what I mean, in that award. But I don't know. It also didn't win scripted comedy.
No, but then I 100% agree with the decision for this one. Amanda Land, we're watching series 2 at the moment, and it has not lost any of its spark whatsoever. But obviously, this is being judged on series 1, and everyone had their doubts. And the Christmas special, because obviously,
Joanna Lumley.
Jennifer Saunders got nominated for best comedy actress. Bizarrely for one episode, but Amanda Land, everyone was worried that it wasn't going to be anything like Motherland. And that you couldn't take a character from that, but the one that's always a supporting character from that series and plonk it into her own world. But because they brought Anne along for the ride, I think they completely got it right.
And it's different enough. Like, it isn't actually like Motherland. It is a different show. It's different, and I think it's different enough to be good. But Cheer with a C got nominated as well. Things you should have done.
Yes.
Take that, Joanne.
Gavin and Stacey is shaking.
I love that. I love her YouTube series as well, by the way, where she interviews people on a boat.
What you wish you had done.
Yes.
When you ask questions. Yeah, if you can find
that's hilarious.
She with a C YouTube series, what you wish you could have done or something like that. Oh my God.
It's like Z-Way, if you know Z-Way,
Yes.
mixed with Chicken Shop Date.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Poetic.
That's how I feel.
I like it.
But Amanda Land did have a good thing, because there was another category where they were nominated in
Best actress in a comedy.
Three of them.
Yeah, 3 of them.
And they didn't win. But,
Which I love Catherine Parkinson. I really do. But in the show, here we go, Catherine Parkinson played Catherine Parkinson in other things. You know what I mean? In Motherland, I don't think Jennifer Saunders should have won it. Again, I love Jennifer Saunders, but I don't think she should have won it.
She only had one episode.
Plus, she always plays that kind of eccentric character. She's done it before. I think it should have been... I think the BAFTA should have shocked everyone and said, oh my God, it's a draw. It's Lucy Punch and Philippa Dunn. And because I think they both equally deserve to win it. They are both so good, and I might be biased because we're watching Motherland at the moment, so I'm kind of Manderland. Sorry, so I've got recency bias. But my God, they're so good.
Also, I would say Diane Morgan is amazing, and
yes,
as the best actress, it's like yes, obviously, but it's for Mandy, and it's like I have never gotten Mandy's. I don't know. We watched like the first 2 series, which like the first one was like it's just specials online. It wasn't really a series, but it's like it's still going, and I guess it must be popular, but it's just for me, it's like I don't know why I don't like it because I love Diane Morgan. But
Kunk.
Yeah, I love
maybe
Kunk.
It's because Diane Morgan writes Mandy. Maybe she's better as a performer than a writer. Again, I don't want to sound insulting.
For our taste, not for I mean, it's obviously popular because they keep making more.
Yeah, of course. So
and
I'm proud.
It just must be us. But like when I think of Diane Morgan in roles and I see Mandy, it's like those two don't correlate. Like the comedy, the writing of it, the way she acts as the character, I don't get it. It doesn't. That's not Diane Morgan to me for some reason, but I don't know why, even though it's her creation. So.
Because funnily enough, when she's off the shows as well, when she's kind of doing interviews or anything like that, Diane Morgan's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like she's really off the cuff moments of just fantastic. I enjoy watching and listening to her all the time.
She's the perfect, like, unbothered, funny. That's how she comes across, and it's like, yeah, I just don't get Mandy. It's not. I don't know. Don't get it.
Last One Laughing, she was brilliant. Like one of the funniest moments on Last One Laughing is with Diane Morgan, and the way she just tries to keep a straight face. Like for series 2, I think when we talked about Last One Laughing on a previous podcast, you said yourself that Diane Morgan is pretty much the one that's propping up the series this time.
She was, because when she left, it did slightly go downhill.
Yes,
so.
And we got lots of people tell us off for saying that.
Yeah, Last One Laughing did win though. It won Best Entertainment.
Won Best Entertainment and, by association, Best Entertainment Performance by Bob Mortimer, which I was so upset that Bob Mortimer didn't make it to the award ceremony.
But he deserved that. He was great on series, especially series 1 of Last One Laughing. He was good. But Graham Norton didn't win. Graham Norton show. He's having a tough month.
Yeah, he looked a bit angry about that one. Yeah, his neighbourhood has been cancelled by basically As Good As been cancelled, and now he didn't win the one he almost always wins. Almost always wins Best Entertainment at the BAFTAs, and he didn't win it.
Poor Graham. But yeah, Last One Laughing's all good. And yeah, what about this Soap, which is normally a big one, was on the montage. So it wasn't even included in the main show. And
it was Chris Clenshaw's last nomination as well, as an EastEnders EP, which was a bit annoying because it's like...
That's the last one they're going to
win. I mean, compared to... again, I think we may have said this a few times before, but compared to other soaps, I think EastEnders is still keeping its head above water.
Yeah.
Compared to what I've heard about Coronation Street and Emmerdale. John Sen's Casualty, unfortunately, didn't quite make it. What a shame.
Yeah, surprise.
Surprise. It's such a
poor soap.
I
it's
find
obviously
it really snobby though that they always put Casualty as like best soap at the BAFTAs.
It's not a soap.
It's not a soap, is it? It's a continual.
It's not even on all year anymore.
No.
So it should be in like drama.
Yeah, and then it wouldn't get nominated, which is the only reason why I think it gets put into soap because I think BAFTA kind of like wants to acknowledge that like yes, it still exists, and it's like why though. But I kind of get it this year. I kind of get it. Although I mean, soaps already only got 3 nominations, and at best, Coronation Street was there just to fill the numbers. I mean, soap is such a dying thing at the moment, isn't it? And it's really it breaks my soul that it's dying. And I just think that there must be means of making soap better. And I just wish there was.
Clenshaw did it.
Something. Well, this is what I mean. Chris Clenshaw had his mistakes.
Yeah,
he had his problems.
But he took it from like such a low point as well. Like he also had that on his thing. So the fact that he did it so well from such a low point it can be done.
Things can improve, but the problem is in the TV landscape we're in. Soap with anything that's not doing very well. Look at The Neighbourhood. I think that should be like a litmus paper for mistakes now. Like The Neighbourhood was put out there as this like big new show for ITV after 6 episodes, it got cancelled and put onto ITVX. You know, it's so easy to cancel things, and I get that Coronation Street is still pulling enough numbers for ITV to warrant it for its time slot, but again, because Coronation Street and Emmerdale are like taking up the prime time slots pretty much 5 days in a week, it doesn't make room for anything new or exciting for ITV, and that's what's becoming ITV's problem. Their schedule is really stale and unchangeable, and they say like, oh, we don't want to spend as much money onto daytime programming, okay, that's fine, but maybe if you experimented a bit more and did something
I
new,
know.
you might get
They're
more
in
eyes
such a
on your
bad place
channel.
because their daytime is terrible now. Their evening is just game shows, which is the same game show, which is just 10 version of The Chase. There's like a new version of The Chase coming out soon.
Become a chaser.
Yeah.
They're looking for a new chaser.
And then it's like, and then Britain's Got Talent is being extended to cover like 4 months now, and it's just like, and that's getting about 2 million now. So I don't know what ITV are doing. They're
I mean,
not good.
I don't want ITV to stop trying new things, but it doesn't have to be the loudest and the biggest and the greatest thing for it to be successful.
Well, they need to expand their pool. Like their pool of presenters is like the same. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
but that's
like,
been an ITV thing for years.
switch it up.
Do you remember when they did like a TV Times cover, and it's like the ITV family, and it was basically all their presenters, and it was literally the same as what they have now, bar Philip Schofield and Holly Willoughby.
It does
the
feel like
same
nothing in
lineup.
TV has changed. Like in 25 years, it's the same people in the BAFTAs. It's like, maybe that's why they're all miserable, because it's like Lorraine's there, surprise, surprise. Dermot O'Leary's there, surprise,
Lorraine
surprise.
alone.
Graham Norton, do you know what I mean? It's like all these people have been there for 25 years. It's like,
Greg
SNL,
Wallace wasn't there though.
SNL UK. Look at them.
Well, they gave them so they got them to present. So this was a golden opportunity for SNL to get even more like people know about it. Although I think they're doing a good enough job because social media, they're doing great. But you know, it's an opportunity to get a few new eyes, with different eyes.
New young talent, yeah.
What does BBC's edit do to them for their presenting role? They just literally cut them into the last. I think they covered sports coverage and best factual documentary or something. I don't know. It was like
A
news
bunch
coverage.
of comedians.
3 comedians went up on stage like, and now it's best news coverage. It's like, that makes no sense. If I was Sky, I'd be fuming with whoever produced BAFTAs and being like, why didn't you give us the comedy category?
And that guy in the Gaza was like, BBC, are you actually going to show this? Or are you just going to edit it out? And that was involved in the montage as well. It's like, okay.
BBC made sure they kept it in, didn't they?
What about Best International Show? These were some good ones in here.
Apple TV, if I've ever said before, you need to get Apple TV, and you can pretty much get it free everywhere. Get Apple TV, because this, as you say, this was such a strong Apple TV international category.
What's Apple TV was Severance, which is amazing.
Which we've watched.
Yeah. Pluribus, which is also amazing.
Which we've watched. Yeah, it's fantastic.
The Studio, which is one of the best new comedies.
Outstanding.
The Studio
comedy.
is basically, there was that show on HBO, like The Franchise with Tamwa from EastEnders in.
Yeah.
The Studio is like the good version of that. Like, that's how not to do it. This is how to do it.
I didn't mind The Franchise, but I think The Studio is filmed in such a way as well. It's a loving nod and nostalgic look at what old Hollywood was, and that's why I think it works really well too.
And also, it's like the inside jokes of working in TV. It can be a bit alienating to people who don't work in TV. So it's like The Franchise very much was like, I bet this is hilarious for people who work in TV. Watching it, you're just like, well, this. But The Studio does it really well, where you feel like it's a world that you can kind of relate to in The Studio, and it's really well done, and it's obviously made with love. So it's like the better version of The Franchise. And I'm glad it won. It deserved to win.
Comedy.
Catherine O'Hara got her mention at the end.
She got a nod, which she 100% deserved. May she rest in peace. She's a gorgeous, gorgeous woman. And as Seth Rogen pointed out, it's Seth Rogen, isn't it?
Yes.
Good. I'm worried I'm saying someone else's name.
No, Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. It's a comedy amongst a pool of dramas. And that's rare. Comedies very rarely, especially with very, not snotty, but very kind of like when it's an academy deciding on the outcome. When it's public, they tend to lean more comedy or comedy dramas. But when it's an academy, they kind of like the art, they think that dramas are better, is a higher art form.
Yeah, it's really weird because also with that, if your show's half an hour long, they put you in comedy, even when you're not a comedy.
Yeah.
And that's really like snobby and annoying. So yeah, I'm glad
really
they did well.
And they're filming series 2 right now. And you pointed out something interesting that you said that there was a lot of people on that stage receiving the reward. Why do I keep calling it a reward? Award for The Studio. And does that mean that that's a hint, an indication that they might be filming an episode in London?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, because there's a lot of the cast were there. I mean, maybe they knew they were going to win, but like maybe just Seth Rogen would turn up.
No, because Seth Rogen said he didn't think he would win.
No. So a lot of them were there. So I wonder if they are doing a bit of filming in the UK.
I'd like to see that. I'd really like to see that. I see you're skipping children's programming, so you don't want to talk about that.
Well, I don't really care, but I don't watch children's programming.
But the one thing I would point out is, again, and this is just me and my inquisitive mind, is that for children's scripted, the category, the nominations have instead of CBBC, the channel Children's BBC, they have BBC iPlayer. And I wonder if this is a small hint that CBBC is slowly going to be taken off air and become an iPlayer channel.
I thought
Like
it
what
really
they
was.
did with BBC Three. I don't think it is.
It should become a
Get in
YouTube
touch
channel.
the iPlayer is the same thing. They don't want to give them all the money. By the way, you can get in touch with us on Linktree. Do you want to write down the time when I say this? linktr.ee/faithful2. And you can comment with everything we've talked about today on this podcast and let us know your thoughts and opinions. If you're watching this in video form on YouTube or Spotify, you can comment underneath the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us.
Right. What about the most memorable moment? Because what I feel like for a girl was up for a few awards, Best Actor and Memorable Moment, didn't win. I really feel like this show deserved to win one of them. And I wanted them to win.
You wanted this to be the one, though?
Not Memorable Moment. I think it should have done Best Actor because by that point
Yeah.
I was Adolescence out and I was just a bit like,
I agree.
boo Adolescence,
I
even though
agree.
it's really
I
good.
agree.
But it's like, there's so many. Yeah, I just feel it's a shame. But at least it was nominated. That's just as good.
Nominated 3 times, which again kind of will make the TV landscape realise that trans programming isn't a problem and that people will watch it and people will enjoy it and people will talk about it and not in a negative light. And I'm brilliant. I'm on board with that. And I think that hopefully that will make channels stand up to attention. Again, look, it is the Celebrity Traitors.
I know.
It's the most watched TV series in the UK last year.
It was such a
sporting event.
stacked thing, though. The Memorable Moment. It was like
was a
every single
brilliant
one of
lineup,
them.
yeah.
It's like, yeah, I want that to win.
Even Blue Lights, like we've not watched Blue Lights, but we went online and found that bit and we watched the kind of 10-minute clip of it. And it was literally, I had goosebumps while I was watching it. It was exciting.
And it was nominated for lots, but didn't win any again. So it's a bit of a sad day for Blue Lights. But
And Big Boys. I mean, you could say it with a lot of shows. Adolescence, this is the only award they didn't win. So in a way, I kind of felt happy about that.
That's
too.
true. Yeah.
in a horrible way, in a nasty way. But yeah, no, of course, Alan Carr winning. It was a wonderful moment. They're all around the round table. He says he's a traitor. The other 2 players, it was like literally loud. What's so great about it is you can see that the show meant so much to all of them, even though they were celebrities, and even though it's meant like really all they got out of it was just playing a game in front of TV cameras, and it's just even though Alan was a traitor, it was the relief that the game had ended as well. It's just like, it was just such a wonderful moment.
It was a good moment.
Really wonderful
It was
moment.
a good moment.
But if they're going to do Memorable Moment next year, obviously I'm hoping Celebrity Traitors is going to be as brilliant as it was last year. But this year's non-Celebrity Traitors final, the bit when it's revealed and the player or players win, I'm not going to do any spoilers. I think that was a really wonderful moment too.
There was some really good moments with them because it was like the unity of them. Yeah.
Yes.
Good. There was also the special, I mean, the Martin Lewis one, I'm admitting it, I didn't listen to what he was saying.
He was doing, I'm not saying this is nothing against Martin Lewis. I start every sentence with this. There's nothing against Martin Lewis, but it was very much very standard Martin Lewis fodder. I did this for the government. I did this for the people. People could save money.
Rachel Reeves do this.
Yeah,
or something,
Rachel
I
Reeves,
don't
you
know.
should listen to me. Why does no one listen to me? Although I changed all this, that, and the other. I had a show on ITV when I showed PowerPoint presentations. Martin Lewis is brilliant.
What is the special award? What's it different from the BAFTA Fellowship?
I think
What's
it's just
going
a
on?
nod to say that you've made good television.
Okay.
I don't know.
I feel like it's a bit early for Martin Lewis, personally.
You want to be
Few
as old
years.
as Mary Berry?
No, but like, I don't feel like he's done
91 years old.
He hasn't done his biggest moment on TV yet. He's not changed. Like, do you
What
know what I
more
mean?
can he do?
Well, I think there's more.
I think he's hit his peak.
Well, he's won his special award now, so maybe he has.
Yeah, but that's not to say what he does is wrong or
No,
he shouldn't keep
but I think
doing
there's
it.
something bigger he could do. He's got more in him.
That's he.
Yeah.
Martin
I do
Lewis
think
the
so.
porno. I'd watch it.
No, not like that. And then, yeah, Mary Berry won her fellowship, so
She
that was
did.
lovely
I love
to
Mary
see
Berry.
Mary
Paul
Berry.
Hollywood didn't turn up for that. Well,
And I didn't get a mention either, actually, by her.
that's
so
interesting.
Very frosty between them
Very
still.
frosty. But watching Mary Berry talking about Bake Off and also Mel and Sue talking about Bake Off when it used to be on the BBC and before it moved to Channel 4, it really did make me feel nostalgic for when the Bake Off was like the Bake Off. Anyone outside the UK may not
The
realise
world
this,
was obsessed.
but not the world, but the UK. when the
That's
Bake
my
Off
world.
was, that's true. We live in this tiny little microcosm. When the Bake Off was on BBC, and I think it was like series 5 or 6, there was a moment in it where someone chucked their cake in the bin because it didn't.
Ice cream, yes.
Yes, the ice cream didn't set. You have no idea how every single news outlet talk about that for 3 days.
It was like
on
Nasty Nick.
everything. Yes.
That's how big it was.
It was
huge.
And it was getting it was getting literally Traitors ratings. Now it was getting like 15 million.
And the world was insane about it.
Yeah,
like the UK, like it's all everyone talks about. People were baking non-stop all the time.
Oh god, yeah, and M&S had their own Bake Off range, didn't they? Like, because I was like saying, I remember we walked around M&S, and I said to you, "Oh, I really want to get a and you're like, "You'll use it once, and you'll never use it again." And do you know what? I used it once and never used it again.
Well.
So Ben was quite right.
But the Traitors is the new Bake Off for the UK.
Yes.
So I am worried about when the license comes up in 3 years. They've renewed it for 3 more series, but Channel 4 is going to be there, wanting to buy and snap it up and ruin it.
Channel 4 desperately. They lost the circle. They did Handcuff. Didn't go too well for them. But you say Channel 4, I think ITV would give it a good go.
People will be... they're going to outbid BBC, so I don't know what's going to happen in 3 years.
I think BBC was once bitten, twice shy. I don't think they will fight to keep the Traitors now. They have just renewed it for 2 more years, don't forget.
Yeah, that's what I just said. So, 3 more series.
So 3 more series, sorry. But I think the BBC will fight tooth and nail, or until the Traitors stops becoming the juggernaut that it is right now. But it doesn't seem to any signs of changing. But it really made me and it also reminds me that like the BBC is so good at like planting the seed, nurturing it, let it blossom and grow, and then have another channel snatch it and take it away. It happens all the time. And
Channel 4 does it all the time.
But they're the ones who snatch it.
Yeah.
They're the evil gardeners.
They did it to Taskmaster.
They took it off Dave.
Bake Off. And they'll do it to Traitors too. So.
Well, there you go. So thank you, Channel 4, for all you've done in your service.
But they had a great night, Channel 4. So good for them.
Did they?
Yeah, probably.
But they got a lot for news. Channel 4.
Yeah, they did get loads of news. And their news is good coverage.
Channel 4 news is excellent. But that's another thing that made me laugh. News coverage. It was literally Channel 4 News, which is ITN, BBC News, which is their own news association, and Sky News. So I said to you, well, basically they just nominated the 3 news outlets. And then you quite rightly looked up and said, "Where's GB News?" I'm outraged.
That should be under Best Entertainment category. That's what it's under.
Best reality.
Constructed reality.
Best constructed reality, GB News.
GB News.
Winners.
The Bev Turner Show. Right, so there you go then. That was the BAFTAs 2026 for TV and film. Well, not film, just TV. Don't care about film. So that was fun. What a good night.
That was fun.
I want next year's audience to be a bit more lively and a bit more happy that they're there.
I mean,
a bit more appreciative.
I would be more than happy to be a seat warmer. So when a celebrity goes off to have a tinkle or goes to get themselves a cocktail or drink, I can sit in their seat and I can whoop and cheer. And I can do what Amy Lou did, stand up and clap.
She still has passion for her craft.
Because she's new. Passion, and we still have passion for their craft too.
Lovely.
So as I mentioned, randomly in the middle of the show, you can get in touch with us and let us know your thoughts and feelings by going to our linktree, linktr.ee/faithful2. If you're watching us on video form on YouTube or Spotify, you can comment underneath the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us. If you're listening to us on Spotify or any of our podcast apps, don't forget to follow us on there as well. If you like the podcast, we do plenty of them. We talk about loads of different shows. We're doing Race Across the World right now. We're soon. Do you know what we found out today?
Traitors New Zealand
is
NZ.
Coming out. Traitors NZ comes out at the end of May. We'll be covering that, and we'll be covering all kinds of different TV shows. So just follow us. You know, something might pop up on your timeline, and you'll be like, "Ooh, that's nice. I fancy a bit of that in my ears." And if you like the podcast and you want to help us monetarily, go to buymeacoffee.com. Ben needs to get his nails done. buymeacoffee.com/faithful, and on there you can buy us a £5 one-off or monthly.
You'd be terrible
donation.
on live TV. You just can't. You have to say everything that's in your head, don't you, out loud?
Yeah,
terrible.
It's a problem.
Terrible
presenter. And I'm not getting it sorted either.
No.
I don't believe in doctors.
Right. We will see you all again soon. Thanks for listening and watching. Goodbye.